Hi, my name is Ben Case, and I'm doing my first video discussion on God is Not Great, How Religion Poisons Everything by Christopher Hitchens. I want to start off on page 2 with the challenge device, where his teacher is telling him, "So you see, children, how powerful and generous God is. He has made all the trees and grass to be green, which is exactly the color that is most restful to our eyes. Imagine if instead the vegetation was all purple or orange, how awful that would be." So I want to challenge this because the teacher is polluting free thought right here. She's telling the young-minded children how lucky they are, and basically that she's not letting them figure things out for themselves. She's telling them how, like, aren't you lucky? This is how it is, instead of letting them find it out. And it's a classic example of a teacher polluting free thought, which I can definitely relate to in high school and government class, where I'd have a very left-wing teacher, and the kids that were more right-wing did not feel comfortable at all expressing their feelings on the topics, and we would just have to stay quiet because you would get blown up in class and look dumb. The next device I want to use is relational on page 3, where he says, if Jesus could heal a blind person he happened to meet, then why not heal blindness? What was so wonderful about his casting out devils so that the devils would enter a herd of pigs instead? So this is a very interesting question, which I think completely and directly relates to religion, because we've all asked this question at one point in time, I'm sure. If God created everything, then why would he do that? If he determines how everything plays out, then why are people getting murdered and raped and this and that? I mean, there's just, I'm sure everyone's asked that question, and it's tough to answer for sure. The last device I want to use is on page 5. It's cause and effect, where he says, and here's the point about myself and my co-thinkers. Our belief is not a belief. Our principles are not a faith. We do not rely solely upon science and reason because these are necessary rather than sufficient factors, but we distrust anything that contradicts science or outrages reason. So this also I completely agree with, and I think that with religion, it's mostly based off intangibles. Like faith, you can't exactly prove these things, but they go beyond science and reason. I mean, it's intangible stuff that you believe in, and that's basically what religion is. I mean, can't really, you weren't there, you can't prove it. It's all based off faith and what you've been told and learned, and I think that shows that really well.